After slavery ended in 1865, people who were formerly enslaved stayed on plantations. And the store that's in the front of the big house today was built in the 1890s, so 100 years after the big house was constructed.
The plantation store operated a lot like a company store.
The idea is that the owner of the plantation also operates a store on the grounds where the workers can shop for food and clothing and medicine, and they keep a system of credit inside of the store, and anything that the workers buy from the store is then extracted from their paycheck at the end of the week. And so many workers on this plantation in the 20th century found themselves in a perpetual cycle of debt that followed them from paycheck to paycheck. Being in debt to the plantation owner meant that the wage workers were unable to leave the plantation.
John Howard was born on Whitney Plantation in 1961. He lived in one of the slave cabins still standing on the grounds.
Store right here or the
He
other one?
remembers what life was like
That's the
for
other one.
wage workers.
I think it's this one.
When Martin Luther King was assassinated, the workers at Whitney Plantation set fire to that plantation store. But it wasn't just the Whitney Plantation store, it was all the plantation stores, apparently, all along the river road there on the West Bank, that the cane workers set fire to.
Laurent Alexis worked at Whitney Plantation during the 1930s and 1940s.
When Luther King was assassinated, all these stores, they had people that put black ribbon so they don't buy them. People say they were burn them stores down. They put black ribbon on all the stores so they can let you know that they were funded by Luther King.
Because that was the symbol of the oppression. The store was the thing that was keeping them in debt on the plantation.
When you're ready, you can return along the path to the front of the big house. While walking, you can listen to some description of the house by pressing play now.
These big, beautiful houses that have stood for so long on the river are standing here because of the skills of the enslaved artisans who made them.
The bricks were made on site by enslaved workers.
And the cypress that's used in the construction of the home
That's what it is, that's hanging, the cypress. You hear me?
And
that's
so
what it is, just hanging there. I was talking about the
enslaved
cypress.
workers would fell these cypress trees and mill them by hand and then frame up the house. It's also insulated with a particular type of material that you find in South Louisiana called bucelage. And bucelage